Hi everyone. Oh, where's the game? Disappeared. Oh, there we go. How's everyone doing? We are in the back room of this casino. I think what we'll do before we start questing is we'll do a little bit of the Galactic Moon Festival stuff. Because we've done that for a... I don't think we did in yesterday. We get our badge. So let's go to Naboo. Sort the camera out a bit. There you go. Right. Let's get our macro bar set up. We want target macro on. Got 600 tokens. I think we need 900 for the badge. How many people about? Still a bit early, I suppose. Yes, I'd love a costume, please. Thank you. Monkey lizard again. Brace yourself for incessant laughing. Let's go this way round today. Let's pop over to these guys over here. There's one hidden in the tree. A little bit tedious doing this, but it's worth it for the rewards, I think. Let's get these cards. I weren't too impressed. Let's get the security inspectors next. And this commoner. Let's get the guys outside the clone facility, then we can get the other soldiers on the other side. Try and speed through this as quick as we can. Got 110 already, not too bad. A bunch around this side here. Commoner. Scare them. Go this way. Oh, come on in there. Scare them, and let's get this rebel guard up here. Need more soldiers around the back. You down? 805 now. Let's go this way. Get the guys at the bank. Let's go this way as well. I prefer going anti-clockwise around the city. It's a bit more fruitful, I think. Doesn't make too much difference, does it? As we get our coins, that's the only thing that matters. Sound again. Not sure what that means. Get a bonus or something, maybe. Don't know how many I had before that. Last one. There we go. She would have said, wouldn't it? No, it looks like I've just got 5. That's fine. This guy doesn't even get a cool helmet. The regular old skull. Massive teeth. Put on indoor helmet, I think. It's hard to say, it's very dark. Well, we got enough for a badge. Let's go and grab that while we're here. Then we'll just cap out for the day, I think. We can go and get a buff and do some quests. Right. Let's have a chat. What else can I buy? For a mere 900 Galactic Moon coins, the benevolent Jabba the Hutt will grant you the badge of the Galactic Moon Punster. Sounds great. Have the coins right here. There we go. Let's have a look in our collection. There we go. I guess we've got that for good now. Let's thank him. Then let's go around if we can. This guy's just staring at a wall. Wake him up. Okay. Oops. Them two don't join in, do they? Cross over again. Let's go straight for this commoner. And then we can scare the droids, can we? No. Doesn't say they don't join in though. Another guard up here. Must almost be reaching our limits. Had almost 300 so far. Catch up with these fellows. Give them a fright. Can't go around that way. Go in here first. Oh, getting bloody RSI doing this. Pretty much done though. I did a bit of fishing. Not sure if I've done fishing since starting Legends. I'll give it a go. I think I did that guy. those ones done, so let's go around the back here. Bit more revolts on the way. Let's cross the water. Get these guys again. Oh, there we go. Reached our limits. 300 left. Let's take our costume off. Got 24 hours before we can do that again. I would have one more look at the... Oh, can't go that way. We'll have one more look at the rewards again. To see if there's anything we really want to invest our time into getting. Not sure there was though. Let's dump both, that's fine. What are you selling? Would that be a cool piece of decoration? Not that interesting though, is it? We've already got one of those. But it's a unique and no trade. Or is this just a decoration version of it? Yeah, apparently. That'd be quite cool, I suppose. Decorations, not too worried about. Plant. If we were making a spooky place, then I'd go for it. But Hollow Shroud. Could definitely get that. What that says. Pane of glass might be nice for decoration. How much are they actually? 300. No, okay without for now. Okay, let's head back home. Or do we need to? Let's try selling our stuff first. We might not have that much stuff to keep. We've got a sword. Is that any better than our combat staff? No. Okay, that can go. 440. Okay, so this is the one we want. If we equip it, I wonder if it stops it being for sale. Not sure. Which is this? 10 precision. 10. Where's the other one? Okay, that's worse. Let's just go through what we know we can sell. Version unit, go. Sword, can go. Health stim, definitely. Rapid program module. Enforced combat staff, let's see that for a minute. Laser carbine, that could go as well. Clocked rebreather. You want to use that as decoration. We like that'd be pretty cool to keep for decoration as well. Oh, there's so much stuff we want to keep. Droid motor. No, the rifle can go. Oh, what's it? Tuscan rifle. It's weird. Might just have a quick Google and see where we can get. What am I looking for? Collections. See where we can loot one of these housing pieces. Need those two. Just need one to finish this. Look. So techniques in maximizing space for loot location. So 4 is the rare one, obviously. This page has dropped from Kappa spine flappers. Found near the water in Theed on Naboo. Okay. Oh, they're on Fort Tuscan as well. Maybe we could go there for a little bit. What level is Fort Tuscan? No, let's also have a look at that. What is what? Level 30 to 33. Okay, so we could go there. Let's carry on selling some stuff for now though. Oh, what about shelving techniques? Shelving techniques, page 1 and 2. See where they go, or come from, sorry. Looted item. The ACLO bunker talus. And okay, they're both from the bunker. Let's copy that. Waypoint, maybe we'll try there first. Oh, let's leave that for a second until we're there. Okay, maybe we can get lucky. Get a few of those bits. Selling these things first. Speeder drive. What's that? Can't even see it. Let's focus on the clothes first because we know we don't want any of that. As well. Oops, wrong one. Don't think we needed that though. Yeah, can go. Bicep can go. I think we'll sell that helmet as well, actually. Keep the Skywalker on. Comlink. Got 14 of them. One of it's worth a couple of grand. The stim as well. Carbine. Stim. Ledger. Bloody stim. Well, there's a speeder drive. It's like the hyperdrive part. Wiring, got enough of that. Career enhancement scope, that can go as well. Work slacks. Yep, they can go, I think. Yeah, hold the colour. And show of stamina. Use notebook. Get that. Yes. These drivers. Sell those. Armor repair device. What's that? Maybe something in my bag. Not sure. Oh, we haven't got this one yet. Let's add that to collection. Okay, let's go back to our house. Let's make it a bit easier. Bit of a struggle to see what we can sell. This guy looks snazzy, doesn't he? Poor businessman. My character looks a bit boring in comparison. Okay, lock. Here we go. Get a bit of light on. Gets so dark in the evenings at the moment. Okay, go for a drive to house. Let's see if we can try and craft some of these. Trader at some stage. Got a whole bunch to do. Okay. This old mail. Expertise, spend it all. Yeah, we're up to date on all that stuff. We haven't checked on our wind turbines or our mineral extractor for a long time. Looks like they're all shut down at the moment. Have to do some collecting. There's so much to do in this game, isn't there? Okay, let's see how we are for space. We can put 8 things down, so we need to be piggy. Let's turn off object names. We don't have a headache when we look around. Right, what have we got that we want to use for decoration then? Yeah, I've already got one of these devices. Yeah, don't need another one. It must all be in my bag. Yeah, so we got the hand, which I suppose we can pop down here somewhere. Do some spinning with it and get it down. You've got a work light that can go over here. Our little workshop, maybe in that drawer there. A rebreather can go on top. This moon festival thing can go down as well. On top of there. Control box. Put that here somewhere. there we go. We'll put these thermal binoculars down as well. They can go on this shelf. Because we're not doing PvP at the moment, and it's a pretty rubbish buff, I think, as well. Anyway, let's split this, and we'll have an armor repair device. Could have it on top of this, just to cover it up a bit more. Okay, let's move this stuff about. Oops. Let's get into the decorating flow. Oops. Yep, written yay again. Let's give this a few spins. Go, and then push it forward a bit. Might find something else to go behind it at some stage. A bit further back. There we go. Let's get the control box on top of this cabinet. There we go. These binoculars, let's put them forward a bit as well. And then up a tad. Don't think we'll bother having them standing up. Oops, didn't mean to jump then. It needs to go down ever so slightly. There we go. And we'll spin it around the tad as well. There we are, another bit done. Let's turn on the work light. Let's get that up to here. You might want to spin that back a bit. Oops. If you move it up a couple. Let's rotate it back a bit. Oops, forward. It'd be good if there was a item. I suppose we could put a lamp behind it, make it light up. If it glowed slightly. Or actually, if you can put one of these behind it, make it glow. Let's do pitch minus. Actually, no, we need to rotate it. So it's in line with that. should do. Let's do pitch. Nope, not pitch for that one. Roll. Be 80. Nope, minus 80. Again. There we go. That's a bit too far. Move down 50. It's not far enough. Let's move it forward a bit so we can judge better. Don't know if this will work or not, but it's worth a try. It's a shame it says weapon augmentation really, but does that look good? Not sure. Well, it's there now anyway. What else was there? That's everything. Yeah, okay. Let's dump some stuff in our house. Stuff to sell. Not that. Crystal fragment. Is that it? For selling? Oh yeah, crystal, that can go. And we've got a few bits in our bag. Where's the... What was that I just dropped? Not sure. Piece of thread, maybe. Okay, let's stuff the rest of this away. Almost filled up this container with these things. And the blue ones. Hydraulic system? No, that's not part of it. It's green. Nope. All this stuff is junk. That's good. Authorizer can go in. Close that. And open this one. Oh, schematics. Go in our main inventory for a second. And that. And done. And now our glass table bit. And that's that, I think. Let's just check how many of these we got. We got quite a few. We've got 6 of the threads. We need patches as well, I think. We've got some of these. 5th, 4th, 2nd, 7th, 6th and 3rd. So we're some way off from getting all those done. Let's sell some more bits. battery, hair device. Okay, which one's which? Guess the more expensive one is the one we're using. So it disappears when we do that. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Was this any better than our other pistol? 430. No, okay, so we can get rid of that. In a minute, wire element can go. Bracelet. Marksman scope. Training device, definitely go. Console, vid screen, medical device, wiring. That. Scout blaster. Control box. Scope. Stim. Hydraulics. Right, that's almost all of it sorted, I think. Yeah. Can drop our chandelier here. Oops. Want to destroy? Drop. There you go. Oh, electronic circuits. Other than the collection. What was that then? What's it called? Display emitter. Flow emitter. Alright. That's pretty cool. Still need loads of those as well. Right, let's double check the level of these guys. Um, 30 to 42. Maybe we'll just carry on with our quest for now. Oops, we might get lucky, might we? Oh, actually, let's switch over to our crafter for a minute. And we'll sort some bits out here first. Have we sold anything? Check that. Oh, we have. We've. Oh. Okay, this is when we set up Keith. We've sold. Schematic. Another one. Crystal fragment. And a needler. Oh, cool. Good to see a bit of money's coming in. Now, what are we selling on this guy again? Collection pieces. It's ourselves. Let's give him a kiss. There we go. Right, what's going on with this? Machinery. Got to 7% ore before it conked out. Switch to this one. Should have enough energy in it, I think. 23 days. See what's going on here. Oh, it's still working. 69%. Let's see the hopper. 20k's worth of energy there. And this one, 65%. Retrieve that as well. Is this the same energy, I wonder? No, these two are the same. Okay. Let's switch back. This guy. Oops. Get another mail again. No, just got the sound. Let's go to Moss Isley. There we go. Music feels a little bit quiet today. Whack it up a little bit. There we go. That's worse. Right, buff time. And we can get on with this quest. Oh God, what am I doing? Immediately forgetting. Let's see if we can get a... I don't know where the hospital is in Moss Isley, though even this one. Might not be able to get our doctor buffs. Well, we'll get the XP buff anyway. Let's into this guy. Okay, 15 minutes. A very skilled Wookiee. Let's write out our buff request. Let me just copy and paste it next time. XP, armor, combat, buff, these. There we go. Be in a band with this guy. Must be a way to tell who's in a group. Oh yeah, they go a bit fuzzy on the map. Hour and 45 so far. God, looks cool, doesn't he? Almost as weird as my trader. A metal scalp. Weird. Who else is around we can have a nose at? Any buffs? Do you like my shoes? Do you know how to get some? I think they're too much for Square to sport them. I think they look very snazzy actually. 3 hours, that's more than enough. SWG. So he's actually at the keyboard. Ah, there we go. Oh, that's a good one. I had that before. Let's accept that in a second. There we go. SSEL 5. Cheers. A 5 hour buff. Thank you. Where can we find a doctor? There might be one in the cloning facility, right there. Just keep an eye out on the chat, see if anyone's advertising they're doing it. No. Don't think the doctor's back in there. Let's grab our speeder and have a look. Don't forget to do your terminal missions, 15 a day, choose those, humans, never with animals. They give lots of XP. That's nice of him to tip me that. Haven't done any yet because they haven't been working, but thanks for the tip. Okay, let's go in here and have a look. No one around here, is there? Who's this person? They've just died recently. Can't target them. Yeah. Okay. How was that noise? Like someone's being sick. Oops. Now we could do some terminal missions if they work for us. Look. Oh, they are loading now. We want to do some missions though, as soon as we're getting XP for it. Weird noise again. Okay. Oh, 2 hour med buffs in the med center. Where is the medical center here then? Medical center. What's Isley? Oh, it's right here. Boss. There's loads of people in here. Do I just sit down? Yeah, there we go. Easy as that. But she's got one of the Night Sister arm guards. It's 21 seconds to run through all 7 buffs. That's the way we're getting buffed. This person, 25k, that seems to be my tip amount. Make sure, yeah, there we go. And how long are these ones? 2 hours, perfect. Must get an extra half hour for being in the medical centre. Oh, let's reply to this bloke. Oh, I don't really need to. Let's travel to Armel. Lieutenant Tark. Let's switch the quest over. Get rid of that. Turn that one off as well, actually. The bike. Oh, oh fuck's sake. Another flashpoint going on. Will we not be able to get to our BC, I wonder? Right, looks like we're... Oh, we can just about get to him. A bit of luck. Let's complete that. Fit into this. You're on my investigation team. Means you and me on this. Need you to help me track down whoever is doing this and apprehend them. Okay. I think I missed what the doing is. We'll soon find out, I'm sure. It's a pretty small place. Let's get our pet out. Why is he not here? There you go. All we need. Item names on. There we go. Research data console. On one of the lab data terminals, you find an attempt to log onto it with a name, Ponda Baba, but there is no record of Ponda Baba working in the lab. Okay, that's our first clue. We need to gear up for combat quite soon. Can we squeeze in this side? No. Go around. Ooh. Right. 38k just for that. Easy money. Well, XP anyway. This Ponda Baba, must be our guy. According to the RSF records, he's a small-time thug who usually works out of Tatooine system. But he lost an arm. Modification in Mos Eisley, which is probably why he's after cybernetics. Let's move to track him down. How do I do that? Who's that bloke? New Hope, is he? Got some enemies about, that's good. Might actually be able to kill something. Let's feed Gumjaw and give him extra buff and a heal. I guess we just start whacking away. Until we find something. 55. How much XP will they yield? I wonder. Not bad amount. The Neo Cobrel didn't know much about Ponda Baba, except that he had been looking for some help in obtaining some high-tech cybernetics. Word is he approached the Gairin Raiders. Now 5k away. Near Rivermont. Come draw away again. And let's take our shuttle down there. Ooh, a bit laggy. What's a death drip doing here? Lots of stuff. An ATST as well. E1 art bike. Still a bit of a way to go. You can shot this. Oh, look, there's some 8080s as well. Be busy around here. Should get a screenshot underneath one of these. Let's take off our stupid weapon. Looks pretty cool. Let's get it just like that first. go. And let's get one with us in it as well. Thumbs up. Slightly different angle. Thumbs up. There we go. It's quite nice playing it without the UI. Shame we can't operate stuff. Choose it for a second. Looks so bare, doesn't it? Just gonna end up going the wrong way if I don't have it up. Feels awfully slow, this bike now. I've outgrown the speed of it. I think you can get an upgrade kit. I'm not sure how much they cost. Right, let's get our pet out again and buff him up. There we go. And our weapon. Oh, got it straight away. Okay, he asked to get in touch if we change their mind. I might just kill some of these guys because we're just wasting our buff otherwise, all this travelling about. Let's actually see how much we need for another level on Gumjaw. 74. Let's kill until he's level up at least. For 77 now. Getting there. I don't know why he chooses to attack. Then you can see we're not attacking, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Maybe it's to do with his low stats. Get our action back a bit. Ooh, another one we don't have. Must be close to completing that now. Good look. Where is it? This one? Yeah. 4 more. God knows where we get those from though. Got a few of them on us. Bleed that one. Save up for our AoE attack. There we go. Might have a look for a better... Oh, another housing improvement. Add that to collection. Might have a look for a new Vibro Knuckler soon. Leveled up a good bit since we last bought one. Okay, what's old Gummy on now? 90%. Get a few more of these dudes. We can do the Right-Handless Man Part 2. Blue couch and a... oh no, that's not a schematic. Just a piece of junk. Any word on those reinforcements? Nope. You're all alone, mate. He should level up soon. Uh, 96. Okay, just a couple more. It started respawning, yeah. A bit of action. Nope, maybe not. Give it a chance. Heal up, Gummy. There you go. There we are. There he is. Damage is 223 to 343 now. Base DPS of 188.67. Stats are still pretty shit, but we'll get him to level 90. He can accompany us through the trials of leveling. We can find a better pet, maybe. Another tile for us to add. Okay. Close that. How much more do we need? 85. Should be doable. What the hell are we driving all the way there? Back in the city. Let's get our fast travel. Let's go to the shuttle. Seem to enter autopilot sometimes. I've been playing this. Feels like a possible trap. I think it's meant to be a trap for the ponder bloke, but it might be a trap for us too. Here's the one approaching. There we go. Good job we got our pet out. Oh shit, we haven't got our weapon. Yeah. Oh, here comes another wave. Much of a chance to get our action back. Like his jacket. I don't know what it's called. I've seen it before, but I can't think what it's named. Okay, let's get our health back a bit. That's it. Drive back over here. Wonder if the PvP thing's ended. Oh no, not yet. Total of 45 minutes before they... Oh. Hi Red Apple, welcome to the chat, thanks for the follow. Getting close to 50. Amazingly. Talk to the lieutenant. You've been asked to get involved, blah blah blah. I read that. 38k. Ooh, we've leveled up. What do we get this time? Let's take that off. And that one off. I think add the new ones in a second. A smuggler pendant. It's 12, 12. Still rubbish compared to the Emperor's Fist. Shove it in our bag anyway. Oops. Right. Add these new skills. You got Precision Strike 7. You got Broader Swipe 4, was it? Yeah. And Shot, oh no. Dirty Trick. Dirty Trick, where's that? Dirty Trick 4. This is the NGE one, Star Wars Galaxies of Legends. It is good to have it still around, isn't it? I thought it was gone forever when the official servers shut down, but still here after all these years. Wait, we want to put our fast draw on. Which is fast draw 7. Okay. Dirty trick on this one as well. There. And fan shot 4. I think that's it. We got cyber psychosis resistance, spice assembly, experimentation, and slicing weapons. We haven't done that. Okay, let's get our next bit on the go. What now? Monk instructions and a standard hollow shroud. This. Okay. That's 800 meters away. Just actually gonna hide myself here for a second and grab a proper drink. Back in 2 secs. Back again, sorry about that. Let's get our bike out. So it looks like it's just on the other side of the city. Yeah. Oh. The Gundarks, anyway. Whoever the hell they are. Oop. It crashed. Star Wars Galaxies is not responding. Good start. Still hear my speeder though. Right, let's close it down. It's not without its problems, obviously. End task. There we go. Let's start it off again. Will it let me log in again? Nope. Okay, let's try again. Oops. What is going on? Okay, let's launch it again. Server's still up, so it should be fine. The login server is open, apparently. Let's bring the game back up. Let's try and log in. There we go, it's working now. Okay, let's get back on our bike. We can. There we go. Happened a few times though, I'm not sure what causes it. Some random bug, I suppose. It's the not Legacy, that's the question doing. It's Legends. If you just Google Star Wars Galaxy's Legends, you should be able to get on. You just need the like an image of the disc, and then you can download their launcher, patch it all up for you. It's pretty easy. Contact past Gundam Thug. Ponda Baba is hiding at a small camp outside the city. Okay. Let's get another few kills in while we're here. I had to go at Star Wars Galaxy's EMU, so the original one, that's pre-CU. And I played that for a while. It was good fun, but there's not as much content in it. This one has jump to light speed as well, which is quite a big thing. And there's another one that got released, which is a combat upgrade mix with I think it's got some of the MG content, but it's got the combat system of the combat upgrade, so it's a bit of a mix of both, I think. It looks quite cool, but I haven't tried it yet. Not cool. Kept told you this for a reason then. Guys hit pretty hard actually. Get our stats back. I was a fast starer myself. Back in the good old days. What server did you used to play on? Yeah, Bassis was the EMU server, wasn't it? I've not even looked at their website for a long time. Not sure what's going on over there. Right, how close is he to leveling up? This time 16%. I think we'll move on. We've got an hour and a half roughly on our buffs there. Is. Let's have a look at him. He has managed to find some replacement for his arm at least. I wonder if he'll attack us. We stand near him. Good opportunity for another screenshot. Let's get him away. That's the waypoint. And the map. There we go. Got to get a screenshot with the celebrities when you come across them. heal him up and take him down. Oh, he made it escape. I was going to say if we killed him he wouldn't be able to be an architect in that Robot Chicken episode. What's this? Spear display. Go around this way. Oh, looks like the PvP thing's ended now. That's good. Let's complete that. Ponder Bob has escaped, but word is he's left the planet. Okay. Fine. Wouldn't have to have any more work, would you? Defeat Murky. Oh, how was that? Crazy names. He's on Corellia. Well, that's it. Okay, coordinates. Do we have any more expertise? Yeah. Let's get some more Beast Mastery. Can't get Savagery yet. We can get Health. Let's see what he's got so far. 4,485. Let's chuck a 50% in that. 50 points. Or whatever. Slightly more health now. Let's head back to the starport. Oops. Get out of here. There we go. Oh, it's this way. Squeeze through here. And back to Corellia. Coordinate. There we go. Yeah, they'd be slightly more effective pets, wouldn't they? I'm not sure if you can get a crate dragon, but I think you can get the Chemos or Kimagillas, whatever they're called, from Locke. But my pet is absolutely terrible. He has pretty much no stats. He's good company. Yes, we need to defeat some Meatlumps first. Yeah, the Beast of Locke. They're pretty cool, aren't they? What do we need to defeat? Some Meatlump stooges. Where the hell are they? Maybe they're in the city. Well, that's good too. I think I had a wart or whatever they're called. The balls with a face on. They were quite fun. She might level up one of those next time. Here we go, some stooges. That didn't do anything? Oh, there we go. He spawned already. Didn't even notice. Okay, let's grab that. Encouraged to keep anything we get. View screen with a Corellia Times logo. Inspect that. Accept. When you pick up the view screen, the Corellia Times logo begins to slowly animate and the chime sounds. You fail to get to respond in any other way despite your best efforts. The obvious course of action is to return it to its owner. Maybe we should try finding the Corellia Times building. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, it's it's a lot of effort to make proper good pets, I think. Chucking out a crappy one's pretty easy though. I think I did mine when I was about level 30, so he's going to be rubbish, isn't he? Excuse me, hello, what can I do for you? Down this view screen, blah blah blah. Take a look. Ah, yes, belongs to Vanny Core. Yes, got it from a Meatlump. Let's return it to her. It's 3 days to to cook one, but you need all the resources on top of that as well. There she is. I have your view screen. God, my voice is going. Where did you find that? I got it from Meatlump. Yes, I did. Just blast this conversation. Yes, we're gonna kill some Meatlumps. Just read the quest afterwards. We're over leveled for this one. Gather 9 data pads from Meatlump thugs. If Meatlump thug does not matter. Okay. We're definitely not going to be making use of our buff. No worries. See you a bit later. Let's go outside the city again. Should be a bunch of them over here. Near the starport, aren't they? Yeah, armor thieves. That was a long time ago we were killing them. Here's stooges. Down. There we go. That's 2 down. Who's that? That's Markai again. To be dead. He's dead again anyway. Go back to the starport and have a look around from there. The first group we saw should be fine for this, I think. Got our object names on. Don't think we need our pet, but we'll get him out anyway. Actually, let's switch to our gun. We can kill loads of them with a fan shot. Comjaw's actually doing some work for a change. Get a bunch of these guys. We got them all now, that's good. Oh, he's actually going to die. So we got the quest done quick, didn't it? Let's go back to melee. Any collection items from them? No. Where is he? Grab this money. Decent amount of cash for them since they're so easy to kill. Okay, let's go back to Vanny. Give her back our stuff. You have them all, well done. Let's access some sort of some of the data pads. Didn't anticipate this. The information is encrypted. Okay. And password for these data pads. And then what? Okay, I'll go and find the passwords. And the distress signal from the Meatlump camp. Southeast of Coronet. One we were just at. Let's have a look. Might not be this one. Oh, there's a radio. Probably is then. Why do you send a distress signal? I need to know the datapad password. Oh shit, can't have a chat. Let's kill this guy. Let's have a chat a bit more in the tent. Hopefully we won't get aggro then. Or maybe I can summon him to his death. After defeating the Meatlump lieutenant, you find he was carrying a notepad with only a small phrase written on the first page. Password is Meatlump. How secure? Go back to Vanny again. Oh, be right back. Back again. Sorry about that. Got about 25 minutes left. But I'll be back on later tonight, that's for sure. You can get a few of these little quests done before then. Ooh. Jump back on my bike. If you just involuntarily got onto your bike in real life without wanting to, it'd be a bit weird. Right. Oh yes, you did it, and the password is Meatlump. I can't believe this. I absolutely do not believe this. Some tech team we've got at Career Times, top notch, second to none. I can't believe I didn't think to try it myself. Anyway, now we have the password. Let's see what it reveals. What did it reveal? I think I have indeed found something. Exactly what we thought, and perhaps even more. One communication makes mention of a king of the Meatlumps. This is exactly the kind of scoop I was hoping for. This will do nicely for the first article. Thank you very much. You shall receive an advanced copy of my article, and if you're interested, I'll let you know when I'm ready to pursue the next article. I'll have to wait. So what are their names? Harshmore is done. Yes, that should do it. Here's your copy. Are you ready for another assignment? Yes. Excellent. Let's find out more about the rumoured Meatlump King. First step, I think, is to find him. That sounds like a brilliant first step. Find out somewhere where we'll find the Meatlump King. Okay, I'm on it. Where do I start? Oh, here we go. It's gone up to level 65. We should be getting a bit of XP from this from now on. Let's pop the article in our bag. The view screen can be used in our house. Hollow Shroud and the monk costume. And the schematic actually as well. Power crystal, just everything that we want to keep. And the Naboo sculpture. Okay. Keep getting my pet out by mistake. What a miserable evening in Corellia it is. I get all wet. Okay, vandalism. You wondered when we'd talked to this guy over here? He has attacked my company and destroyed my precious crates. Calm down and tell me what happened. It said someone has attacked my company and destroyed my precious crates. That's what's happened. Do you know who did this? No, but it's obviously someone who hates crates. Okay. Let's examine the damage. Datapad over here. Gone out of range. On the screen of the datapad is a message. Bombs have been placed near hotels in major cities throughout the galaxy. These bombs are in crates manufactured by this very company. There will be more unless the manufacturing of crates throughout the galaxy is stopped. Heed well this warning. They really do hate crates, don't they? Okay, find the bombs. Oh, I'm definitely going to get the waypoints for this, because I don't want to spend years looking for bombs. Let's meet hideout part 1. See where these waypoints are. Okay. So they are all over the place. There's 2 on crate though. Let's get those before we head off. Yeah, life just happens sometimes, doesn't it? Let me know if you get in game, Red Apple. Where is this bomb? Oh, I've gone past it. 300 meters away. Let's go down here. A Joban brand crate. Looks like quite a nice crate, all things considered. Don't know why the Meatlumps hate them so much. They're all a weird bunch, though, I suppose. Let's delete Coronet Bomb and go back to the starport. I'm sure, as it's a 15, probably like 20-year-old game now, you can probably play it on a piece of crap, to be honest. One of my friends is waiting for the prices to come down before he can start gaming again, though. I managed to upgrade my computer about 2 years ago, so I'm okay for now. Luckily, some people really got caught out. Where's the next one? Over here. Um, 600 meters away. If you're looking for something to do galaxies related in the meantime, you can, if you go on Star Wars Galaxy Source, you can actually download the source code and make your own private server, which is quite cool. It's quite a bit of a faff to get going, but once it's up, it's good for mucking around in. It's what it's like to be a GM, but there's a lack of other players, so it's a bit like wandering around a dead world. Okay, let's grab this bomb. That's 2 down. So let's delete that waypoint. We'll get a couple more in the next 10 minutes. Navigate the maze. We really need to invest in a set of armour soon. Still wearing the crappy stuff we got given. Oh, cool. Well, you might be able to run it on that if you want to give it a go. I think it's Linux based though, on Star Wars Galaxy Source, which was a bit of a learning curve for me because I'm useless at that kind of stuff. Let's go to Bestine Mos Esper. It's Bestine first. What is a collection plant? Yes. One day we'll have a free plant. It'll take a while though. Let's switch this bomb waypoint on. Put our knuckler back on for a bit. Looks like Bestine's about to be attacked. Looking forward to getting into some PvP when we reach 90. Still got a ways to go though. Let's have a quick look in the Capitol building, see if the election is running yet. It's been about 2 weeks since we last looked. Who do we speak to? Oh, I think. Yes, I'd like to get involved. Capitol has been very active recently with the news and the election. Okay, I need more information. Victor and John. Need to speak with either of the two and join their campaign. Okay. I think we just need to pick the same candidate that everyone else picks. We'll do that a bit later. Good to know it's running though. Ooh, what's this? Close that. We're not even Imperial or Rebel. Just ignore what's going on. Keep our heads down. The Star Wars Galaxies one runs in a virtual box anyway, so it's already set up. So that's the only reason I could do it. Do you work in IT? I feel like my knowledge of such things just just enough to get me by in life. Where is it? Mos Esper? Is it the next one? Mos Esper, yeah. Let's just delete the Bestine bomb so we don't go back. I can only imagine. Are you a like a technician or something? I have a friend who works with a bunch of servers and stuff, and I don't really understand what he's talking about half the time. There's 2 boxes here. Wintel Engineer. What does that involve? Okay, that's 2 more down. How long have we got? A couple of minutes. Okay. Feed. Lock. Another Naboo. Roy. Okay. I work as a technician in an art department, a secondary school and college. So a bit different. It's actually that's what's it there. It's good fun. But quite tiring. Let's grab a drink. Let's have some Java juice. Where do we want to sit? Let's sit over here in the corner. Do a Han. Let's sip on some juice. I think we're going to call it there. I'll definitely be back later. Thanks for stopping by, Red Apple, and the follow. Oh really? What made you do the switch? It's a fun department to work in. Let's just check one thing. Do these before we go. Right. Yeah, see you soon. And thanks everyone else for watching as well. See you later.